What's up guys, Creeps here, and today WWE 2K has officially released a brand new gameplay trailer for WWE 2K22. Now over the past week we've seen a lot of info dropped about WWE 2K22. Last week we got that It Hits Different trailer, and now we've got a brand new trailer in the form of gameplay. So let's watch the trailer first, then after we'll break down the video and get to see some of the stuff that's included in this gameplay trailer that I noticed. So without further ado, enjoy. So as we've seen there, a whole lot of gameplay revealed for WWE 2K22, the cinematic shots, the entrances, the motions, it all looks amazing, probably the best it's ever looked. Now I'm going to break down the things that I noticed in this gameplay trailer, as well as a few new superstars that we've got confirmed for the game. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first thing I noticed in this trailer, right away, we've got a new confirmed character in Humberto, who teams currently with Angel on SmackDown, but we've got Humberto in the game confirmed in this gameplay trailer. Now I'm going to quickly pause it here and just appreciate how good the arena looks and how good the lighting looks, especially brightening up the ring. From what we've seen so far, the lighting system has definitely improved. And yes, it's about drive, it's about power. He stays hungry, he devours. The Rock in WWE 2K22. This is the most realistic I've seen The Rock in any WWE game. Everything from the face scan to the tattoos, it just looks amazing, and it actually looks like The Rock, unlike previous years when we've seen the stone, I guess you could call him, because it did not look like The Rock, but now it hits different because The Rock actually looks like The Rock now. And here we see our first look at the updated attire, the updated model of Becky Lynch in WWE 2K22. In my opinion, like the other models, this is so much better than previous WWE games installments. There's always been something missing about Becky Lynch's face scan, but I've never been able to pinpoint it. But in 2K22, Becky Lynch looks more realistic than ever. Here we see our first glimpse of Asuka's face scan from 2K22, and I'd like to say that this is probably my favourite of the bunch, just simply because it looks like identical to Asuka. Like, I can't see anything wrong with the model. I think it's really captured what Asuka looks like in real life. And it's confirmed we have the 2021, 2022, whatever you like to call him, Cowboy Lesnar in 2K22 with his infamous ponytail, his beard. I cannot wait to see the full entrance of Brock Lesnar in 2K22. Now another thing I've noticed, I'm not too sure if this is just for the trailer or if it's actually in-game, but in Brock Lesnar's entrance you can see the camera shaking, and if this is actually in the game then it's a really nice touch because it makes you feel the impact of certain moves, certain entrance motions, and seeing how amazing everything looks, at least visually. Next we see our first look at Riddle in WWE 2K22, and as always Riddle looks like he's just eating a big bowl of Weetabix and doing Riddle things. That's all I can say. Riddle looks great in this, and so does his tag team partner, as he puts it, Wendy Orton. I can't believe I just did that. Next, we have our first look at the face scan for Charlotte. Now, if you ask me personally, I feel like this is probably a step down. It's probably the only step down I've seen so far, but for some reason, I just think there's a lot of things off with the face. But the attire looks great. The attire looks spot on. It's just there's something off, and I can't quite pinpoint it. Now, in a similar fashion to Charlotte Flair, Seth Rollins' model is pretty damn good, but I still think there's something off about it, and I'm not too sure. It might be the teeth, the mouth area, but I really can't explain it. You can't explain it with these models. Some of them look off, and some of them look perfect. Like I was saying earlier in the video, Asuka's looks amazing, Becky's looks awesome, The Rock is such an improvement, but then there's like Charlotte Flair, for example, or Seth Rollins in this, who doesn't look quite right, and I can't explain it. Next we see King Nakamura, which is really surprising because I really thought we were going to get Shinsuke Nakamura with maybe Rick Boogs, but it might have been too late in the development to change things around, or maybe he's in My Rise as some sort of rivalry which needs him to be king. I'm not too sure, but we've got King Nakamura in 2K22. Next we see a shot of the Usos, who in previous WWE games I believe has always had really good face scans, but in this is probably the most realistic we've ever gotten to the Usos in a WWE game. But yeah, the Usos look great. Now I believe this is a new entrance motion for the Undertaker. Obviously you can get the 3 different versions of him and this one in the base game, but I think Undertaker has a new entrance motion. I'm not too sure about that, but the Dead Man is in 2K22. Now something I've noticed here, which is really strange, but it might be something to do with the 2K showcase for Rey Mysterio, but there's the 2018 WWE Raw Graphics. Now this surprises me because 2018 was 4 years ago, and you'd think it would be updated, but maybe it could either be for the 2K showcase for Rey Mysterio, or more likely probably My Rise. You might start off in 2018, but that's just my theory. Now this, when I was watching, surprised the hell out of me. It appears we've got a brand new backstage area, or backstage room, because this sign, all these walls around them, that wasn't in the previous WWE games. And here's another screenshot. We see what appears to be some sort of warehouse from what I can see, or maybe a different part of the parking lot. I'm not too sure because I do see something that resembles a garage over there, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, this is awesome. If they've redesigned the whole backstage area, it actually might seem larger now maybe, or just updated with different stuff. But I really like the idea of them redesigning the backstage area. But as I digress, I'm loving this if this is a new backstage area. And here we see an updated model of Alexa Bliss, who is sporting her Money in the Bank 2021 attire. We kind of got confirmation of Alexa Bliss having this character in 2K22 as she was shown in the recent trailer for WWE 2K22. Now I'm not too sure about this, but Sami Zayn's hair is quite short compared to real life in this, so maybe he was scanned in around August or something, maybe around SummerSlam weekend. But Sami Zayn's hair is much longer now, so maybe there'll be an alternate attire. And here we get confirmation for Damien Priest. You do not want to meet his Damien side. He is probably one of my favourites right now in WWE. But what surprises me about this is, I think that's his recent attire, and he's used that since around October, November. So the more I think about it, it doesn't really make sense for Sami Zayn's hair to be short. But again, it could be just different scanning dates. Now I haven't played a lot of steel cage matches in previous WWE games, but I don't think I ever remember being able to get a Kendo Stick. This seems like something that's new. Maybe you're able to bring weapons into the cage somehow. Maybe you're able to bring weapons with you down to the ring before the match starts and bring them in the cage with you. But I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a new feature where you can bring weapons into the ring during a steel cage. I could be wrong. But anyway, it's time for Viva La Raza as we have confirmation for Eddie Guerrero and his match versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 21. This was an awesome match in history, and it's going to be amazing to play it in 2K Showcase. Now what I want you to divert your eyes to is the fog in the arena. It looks great. Back then in 2005, there was a lot of fog in the arena. A lot of fog, and this just makes it even more realistic that this happened in 2005 for there to be fog in the arena. So I want to know, which edition of WWE 2K22 will you be pre-ordering? Will you be pre-ordering the standard edition, deluxe edition, or the NWO for Life edition? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching. I've been Creeps. Peace.